All right guys, so this next movement is the band press. And essentially this is another variation, another wrinkle that we add or progression we add to our normal bench press. We also usually like to use this when it comes to working through any kind of triphasic where you're working through eccentric, isometric, or focusing on concentric. But essentially what the band does is it allows for accommodating resistance. And what that is as the athlete is essentially pushing through the range of motion, and typically the resistance gets easier by adding a band, and as it's stretched, it actually increases the resistance through the range of motion, so it accommodates right for that range of motion. So as you can see here, we have a setup here. You can utilize dumbbells. We happen to have pins. But what you're gonna do is you could take bands. If you don't have these bands, guys, we have a full packet you guys can check out down below. But basically we sell those. The exact resistance that we utilize is basically one step up from the mini bands. And it usually provides a good enough resistance. And essentially we anchor it around the pin. You can anchor around a dumbbell and then anchor it to your barbell. So again, as Jordan goes to press, it's going to get heavier as he goes through that range of motion. So go ahead and unrack. Same setup as the bench press. Remember, feet right underneath the knees, shoulders stacked. And what he's gonna do is pushing straight through. Go ahead and lower it under control and then drive up. Go ahead and go 3 reps. Usually what you want to see at the bottom of this range of motion is the band is tight throughout, creating tension. So this could be actually a little bit lower. Now, what we like to do, and go ahead and rack, is we can play with that and add a certain tempo to it, so you can go a little bit slower on the lowering portion. We can go a pause at that at that range of motion, or we can explode it up during the concentric phase. So we can play with that tempo there, and that's usually how we like to utilize the band bench press. So there it is.